Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV with your college basketball top 25 video for this Saturday, March the 4th, the final Saturday of the regular season. And we have four head-to-head top 25 matchups, four huge games to finish out the regular season weekend here on Saturday, March 4th. Going to get you a free preview and analysis of all four of those games, let you know where the value is so you can make some money this weekend on Saturday, especially in college hoops. Hey, speaking of making money, don't forget about the NBA. Number one ranked in 2023 in the NBA. College hoops been hitting on all cylinders this season. Great time of the year to be a basketball client. And right now you can get 7 days of college or 7 days of the NBA for just $39 with promo code DUNK39. It's a substantial discount. You can use it for both college and pro basketball, so you don't have to decide. 7-day all access, college or pro hoops, or get them both. $39 each with promo code DUNK39. Go to the 7-day package. Go to the basketball drop-down on my page. Select the 7-day NBA or college hoops and enter promo code DUNK39, DUNK39 at checkout. Get the next 7 days and nights for $39. Might not be a bad time to do it for college hoops this Saturday. I've got a huge card of best bets ready right now at WagerTalk.com. One other promo real quick for college hoops. My free contest is posted for Selection Sunday, and here's how it works. I've posted several prop bets. Who'll be the higher seed? Who'll be the number one overall seed? Will North Carolina make the tournament? How about that one? Go enter the contest for free right now. If you pick enough winners, you can win up to a full year, 365 days of my best bets for all sports, a $2,000 value for free by entering this contest, which is live right now on my homepage, SteveMerrillWagerTalk.com. Click on the shortcut code down below in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube to get there quicker. And that shortcut, of course, is WT.buzz/SM. Free entry for everybody. You can win up to a full year, $2,000 value of best bets. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. All right, let's get to the four biggest games this Saturday, March 4th. The final weekend of the college basketball regular season is here. We're going to go down in start time order, covering both the daytime and nighttime card on Saturday. And don't have to wait long. The first game goes at noon Eastern on CBS National TV. Number 2, Alabama at number 24, Texas A&M. Bama's had some real off-court distractions over the past month with their head coach and whatnot, and they were on a 2-game spread losing streak. Looked like it was going to be an outright loss against Auburn as a 10-point home favorite, but they come from behind overtime victory this past week on Wednesday. Maybe was the momentum switch that Alabama needed heading into the postseason. They did not cover, though. Still 0-3 ATS their last 3, and now they go to Texas A&M, a team they have not played this season. So A&M does qualify with a strong last home game situation, but it's not as good as it would normally be because there's no revenge involved. And once again, I know senior night's a bit overrated for these power teams now because there's not many seniors on the rosters anymore, but last home games still carry a little bit of extra energy for the fans and the players. And A&M does have a strong home court where they were 14-1 straight up this year. But once again, they have not played this year, so there's no revenge motive. And you do wonder if that come from behind win in overtime by Alabama was the buy signal. And right now, the two most likely number one overall seeds are Houston and Alabama. In fact, that's one of the questions in my contest is who will be the overall number one seed. And I gave you 3 options. I gave you Houston or Alabama or the rest of the country, the rest of the field. Hey, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on that. Does Bama deserve to be the number one overall still? They have won 4 straight. You know, it's funny from a betting perspective, you feel like they're faltering because they're 0-3 ATS, 1-4 ATS their last 5. But once again, the committee only looks at straight up wins, and Bama continues to win. Now, Houston is number 1 in the Sagarin and the KenPom rankings, so I think it's going to be one of those 2 teams. Which one do you think it'll be? Let me know in the comments below. More importantly, let me know in the contest. Enter for free right now at WagerTalk.com, WT.buzz/SM. All right, let's move on to the other game on the afternoon card. It's a late afternoon card in the Big 12. Number 3, Kansas at number 9, Texas. This is one of 2 head-to-head top 10 matchups this week, and that's at 4 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. Kansas traveling to Texas. These have been 2 of the best teams in the country all season. Kansas obviously in the running for a number 1 seed. Texas most likely is going to probably be a 2 seed, in my opinion, when Selection Sunday comes a week from now. First, let's look at the matchup here. This is a revenge spot for Texas. They lost 88-80 on the road back on February 6th as a 4-point dog. They're coming off a tough game against TCU, and I talked about that game on Wednesday here in my midweek top 25 video. And by the way, I have been doing Wednesday top 25 videos the past couple months. Yet another reason to hit subscribe and hit that bell for instant alerts when all these videos go live each and every week here on Wager Talk TV. And I mentioned in that video that it was a good home revenge spot for TCU, but my concern was that Texas was coming off a loss to Baylor. Well, TCU won the game as expected, but missed covering by a single basket. They won by 2 as a 3.5 to 4-point favorite. Texas now off back-to-back losses, back at home, final home game of the season, strong angle, 15-1 straight up, strong home court, obviously, back-to-back losses, so focus spot. And then on top of that, we have the revenge motive as well. So this checks a lot of boxes here for the Texas Longhorns. I'm doing this video on Friday evening as we head into the weekend. So these lines are just starting to pop, and it's looking like Texas is about a 2.5-point favorite at the open. I've seen it go up to 3 quickly at some sharp books. So I would not be surprised to see this line rise higher. Opening 2.5, now currently 3 on Friday evening, as it's a good spot for Texas. Last home game revenge spot on a strong home court. That's at 4 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. By the way, that earlier game that we talked about, the Alabama game at noon Eastern, opening line on that one was right around 1.5. I have seen a 2 out there, but Bama about a 1.5, a short road favorite at Texas A&M, total around 150.5 as we head in later on Friday night into Saturday. Total also in the Kansas game, by the way, right around that 149 range. So it should be 2 high-scoring games on the daytime card for Saturday. All right, we have 2 more games on the evening card. First one goes at 6 o'clock Eastern on the ACC network. Number 25, Pittsburgh, just squeaking into the top 25 at number 16, Miami. And Pitt very well probably will not be in the top 25 after this weekend. And the reason I say that is, first of all, they, of course, lost at Notre Dame as a road favorite on Wednesday. By the way, that was the last home game for Notre Dame head coach. So, once again, it was a tough spot for Pitt. I don't really fault them too much in that loss. But now they have a tough road game at Miami of Florida, in which they're the underdog once again. So very well could probably be heading off this weekend off 2 straight losses, and that means they will fall out of the top 25. Now, if Pitt can pull the upset, of course, they will remain in the top 25. I'm not sure what it really matters, but once again, they're just haltering in the ranking right now. I think they're in the tournament either way. And by the way, one of the questions in my free contest, once again, is how many ACC teams will make the tournament. The over-under is 5. So you go either over or under. That's one of the contest questions. Looking back at those other conferences we just talked about, those 2 are really loaded. In fact, SEC is really good this year. Big Ten is the best conference, in my opinion. We actually don't have a Big Ten game in this video, surprisingly, even though I think that's the most loaded conference this year. But overall, we're looking at just 5 ACC teams probably. That's the over-under right now, in my opinion. So let me know if you think it'll be more or less. Hard to imagine there could be only 4 ACC teams. But once again, North Carolina right now is basically a 50-50 proposition, whether they make the tournament or not. So I think those odds are pretty much on spot. By the way, the Big Ten leads the way with 9. That's the over-under in the contest. SEC, we just talked about Bama and Texas A&M. That over-under is 8. And how many Big 12 teams are making? We just talked about Texas and Kansas. I got the over-under at 7. All of those are contest questions, right? Again, in that free contest on my page, wt.buzz/SM. But the ACC, the bottom of that field with just 5 most likely to make it. I do think, obviously, these 2 teams are in, and that's why they're top 25 teams. Let's look at the matchup now here at 6 Eastern for Saturday night. Miami of Florida, currently at home. I'm seeing them about a 6.5-point favorite on Friday evening. The line hasn't moved too much. 154.5 is the total in this one. These teams did play back in late January, just over a month ago. Pittsburgh was a pick-em at home, and they won the game by 3. They actually overcame a 5-point deficit at halftime, and they won that game despite shooting just 40% from the field, which jumps out to me because Miami of Florida shot 49% and lost the game. So that's not a good sign for Miami in the rematch. Miami of Florida was 47% from three-point range. Pitt was 41. That was the difference in the game, as Pittsburgh was better from the free throw line and much better from 2-point range, and that's why they won by 3. So Miami does have revenge. Once again, strong home court, 15-1 straight up at home. You don't think of Miami getting a strong home support down there, but they have played well at home this year, 15-1 straight up, but they're just 8-8 against the number. And once again, they're laying 6.5 here. Pitt, meanwhile, 7-6 on the road, 9-3 against the spread. So I see Miami winning this game. Once again, 15-1 straight up home court with revenge. And they are coming off a loss, by the way, against Florida State earlier in their last home game last Sunday, or the most recent home game last Saturday, rather. But once again, this is a pricey spread for a team that's just 8-8 against the spread at home. We'll see how this plays out at 6 o'clock Eastern on Saturday night. All right, one other game to talk about, and it's a late game here for Saturday, and it's the other head-to-head top 10 matchup that I referenced earlier, and one of the best games of the month. It's only 4 days into March, but definitely one of the best games we've seen in quite a while, probably the best game in a couple months, and that's number top 10. What we got there? Number 8, I believe, Arizona, at number 4. Number 4, UCLA, and this is going to be a good one at 10 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. 2 top 8 teams here. It's the best game of the weekend. Number 8, Arizona. Number 4, UCLA. Let's dig into the matchup here. First of all, I talked about Arizona just a couple days ago right here on WagerTalk TV. They had the big game against USC. USC had only lost 1 game at home all season, and it was a revenge spot for USC as well. Arizona still got the winning cover. I thought maybe there'd be a little bit of a look ahead here to UCLA. That did not appear to be the case as they took care of business. These are 2 of the best teams in the country, and I really think Arizona right now and UCLA are fighting for a number 1 seed. Most likely it's UCLA that'll get the 1 seed if one of them does get it. We'll see how that plays out here. But Arizona, obviously, as a top 8 team, has plenty of potential as well to still sneak in. And once again, Selection Sunday, March 12th, next Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern. So we have a week to go. This is a revenge spot for UCLA. They lost 58-52 back on January 21st. In that game, Arizona shot only 39%, but UCLA was much worse, 31% shooting. Neither team was good from 3, a combined 9 for 38, 28, and 20% shooting. And UCLA was just 55% from the free throw line. So a really bad game by UCLA. So you do look for the bounce back spot here at home, strong home court, last regular season home game as well. So it looks like a good last home game revenge spot for UCLA here. And once again, that's the 10 o'clock Eastern game on ESPN late Saturday night. As far as the early line in this game, it's been priced in. The situation has obviously been priced in because right now I'm seeing UCLA as a 5.5-point favorite. Totals around 148 on Saturday night. All right, those are 4 head-to-head top 25 matchups, including a couple top 10 matchups for this Saturday, March the 4th, the final Saturday of the college basketball regular season. That's good news and bad news. The bad news is regular season's winding down. The good news is the tournament's right around the corner. And I've got my March Madness conference my conference tournaments are this week, and the March Madness selection is next weekend. And I've got my Selection Sunday tournament posted right now for free on my page at WagerTalk.com. Pick enough questions correct, answer enough questions correct, however you want to look at it. It's a contest. Pick enough winners, and you win up to a free year at $2,000 value of my best bet service at WagerTalk.com. That's not only just basketball, but it's all baseball. Right around the corner, by the way. Number 1 in MLB totals the last 2 years combined. We're a month away from baseball, college, and pro football as well. You can win up to a free year, $2,000 value by entering in the. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, click on the link below in the comments. You'll get right to my page, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. You can enter the free contest. Don't forget that shortcut code, no matter where you're coming from, WT.buzz/SM. Super strong lineup for college basketball this Saturday, as always. If you'd like to get a 7-day college basketball special for just $39, select the 7-day package and then use promo code DUNK39 at checkout, DUNK39, to get 7 days and nights for just $39. And don't forget also, comment below. Click the contest link below, but leave a comment first. Let me know who you think the number 1 seeds will be in the NCAA tournament. Does North Carolina make it? Yes or no? That's in the contest. I want to get your thoughts on that. Be sure to hit the thumbs up, the like, the subscribe button as well, and hit that bell for instant alerts when more videos go live. I will have some Fade the Public videos for March Madness here this month on WagerTalk TV. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the best bets. Have some winners, and we'll talk again soon right here on WagerTalk TV.